Never stop dreaming. Never stop dreaming. Never stop dreaming. Never stop dreaming. Never stop dreaming.
Welcome into the Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show, everybody. And it's sponsored by Roush Coleman Homes as the Spartans go back on the road. It seemed like they'd just gotten home and go on the road, take on the Bartlesville Bruins. Lauren, you guys make the trip up north to Washington County. Custer Stadium, you're never really sure what you're going to run into up there, and they had shown some signs of really growing the few weeks before you play them.
Yeah, certainly. You know, they've done some really good things, and then the thing that you're always concerned about as a coach, it's fall break. The kids are out of school. You know, how are they going to respond to that element of being out of school? And across the state, you saw quite a few upsets last week, and so I was just real proud of our team and the way they handled it. We came out and immediately started playing really good football, limited our mistakes, and then executed at a high level. So I was proud of our guys, the way they handled the fall break situation.
Yeah, playing a Thursday night game, and you guys made it a true business trip, as you say. And let's talk about getting down to business. Good practice obviously gets you ready even on a short week, and takes us to our practice players of the week.
Yeah, certainly. Only having a couple of full days of practice, you got to have a good week of practice. And one of the things with this particular football team, we're a very good practice team, and hopefully we continue that trend on in to the final stretch of the season. But two guys we got to recognize this week: Owen DeWoody. He's a starting defensive end for us, but plays a ton of scout team defensive line for us, and is making our offensive line better every week. And then sophomore safety quarterback Rigo Romero. I mean, he's a guy that I think is going to be a phenomenal football player for us down the stretch. He's super smart, quiet leader of a bunch, and so those two guys really went out this week and made us better as a whole.
And once again, Chick-fil-A is our sponsor of our practice players of the week. Spartans on the road at Bartlesville. We're going to have your first half highlights when we come back. The Bixby Football Coaches Show is brought to you by Roush Coleman Homes, improving quality of life one home at a time. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. Primo Mitsubishi, where the value always exceeds price. Midwest Sporting Goods, put some Midwest best on you. Nowlin Orthodontics, live life smiling. Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love for the game. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma, we are the orthopedic experts. Doc's Country Mart, check us out at okcountrymart.com. BTC Broadband, stay connected with us. Billings Construction Group, our service is unequaled. Matthews Ford, come get your Ford certified vehicle today. And by Baker Pools.
For most buyers nowadays, energy efficiency is one of the top things on their list. At Roush Coleman, it's a top priority for us, and our customers are able to live in one of the most energy efficient new homes built. As a result of that, you're going to see that those utility bills are less than anything else you're going to see with a used home or an apartment that you live in.
Box combo, please.
At Raising Cane's, we're all about quality. We mix cane sauce in our restaurants every day. And our chicken is hand battered and cooked to order. Our Texas toast is grilled with just the right amount of butter and garlic. And our lemonade is always freshly squeezed.
Love the window.
And why do we do all this? Because it makes a difference. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Henry Primo for Primo Mitsubishi. We're proud to be a sponsor of Bixby football. I hope you'll show your support of Coach Montgomery and the team. They're champions just like we are at Primo Mitsubishi. So come see me, Primo Mitsubishi, 15309 South Memorial, Bixby.
I've been a proud patient of Dr. Ryan Nallens for the past 5 years with my kids. He really only treats when it's time and he's ready. We came back later and he put braces on my son, who just got them off last week. His teeth look amazing.
Now in orthodontics, we're different. I think the first thing you notice when you walk in the door is going to be an energy and enthusiasm and of a team that really loves what we do, and we like to have fun every day.
For more than 50 years, Central States Orthopedics and Eastern Oklahoma Orthopedic Center have been the area's leading orthopedic and sports medicine providers. And now, we've joined forces as Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. One name, one focus. Excellent orthopedic and sports medicine care. Together, we serve as the team physicians for almost every high school and university in the region. We are the area's leading expert for work-related injuries, and our surgical hospital is the only 5-star rated hospital in Tulsa. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. Come see why we're better together.
Well, the Spartans on the road at Bartlesville, and Coach, you mentioned before it can always be a kind of a tricky place to play. They were kind of trending upward a little bit, and then too, the Thursday night, that short preparation. We talk about our practice players of the week, but does the mindset change at all?
Well, I think so. We prepared all week. We talked a little bit about we're going up on a Thursday night. Traditionally, there aren't great crowds on Thursday night ball games over fall break. Bartlesville doesn't have the best record this year, so we anticipated kind of a flat environment. And so we talked all week about bringing our own energy and being dialed in and focused, and we had to control that aspect of the football game.
All right, so the Spartans, another district game at Bartlesville. Let's take a look at your first half highlights.
Yeah, we open up with our defense on the field again right there, and you'll see Brody just, being violent, meeting the running back in the hole. Right here, Landon Cloudis, their talented tailback, does a nice job of breaking a tackle and picking up a couple extra yards. Come back right here and hit Braylon Presley on the quick screen down the sidelines. And then we run the little G play right here behind the blocking of Chad Tenney and Kobe Williams, and seeing a bunch of those wide receivers down, and Braylon Presley pokes that thing in the end zone to get us started. Quickly, you'll notice Owen DeWoody from his defensive line position doing a great job of closing that down. Right here, Brody Sarton, Bear Daniel, a lot of our guys, Jordan Reagan in on that tackle over the edge. Mason Van Pelt from his nose guard position, just a guy that gets better with every rep that he gets. We force a punt right here, nearly blocked the punt, and then Braylon's able to scoop it up and then make an excellent punt return. I tell you what, our special teams have really become quite the weapon. We're looking for 100 yards of hidden yardage each week, and our guys are doing a good job of that. You'll see Caleb Townsend right there picking up a nice block on the speed sweep. Great pass protection here. Dalton Perry, Stephen Dreyer allow us to protect it up and get Luke Krieger in the end zone on the post pattern right there. Tanner Doyle, great tackle right there on the quick slant from his safety position. You got the defense just bottles it all up right there, and our defense is really playing at a high level. Gave up a few plays I know we'd like to have back last week, but still very good. Mason putting a great pass out on Luke Krieger to the wide side of the field. That was a big-time throw. Then right here we come back to the quick screen to Luke Krieger, and Luke does a good job picking up a few yards after catch. You'll see Kobe Williams and Chad Tenney, Cody Pascal, those guys up front just being physical. Feel like our offensive line's continuing to grow, continuing to get better, and we run the sprint out scat pattern right there to Brennan Presley into the end zone. Coming back right here, Nick Waddell in on that tackle. We see a lot of good pressure from our linebacker core, from our defensive line. Get some pressure on that, and Trevin Holt with the interception. Maybe gone to the well one too many times with the seam route, and Trevin does a nice job reading that and making a break. Braylon Presley on the inside zone right here bounces it, does a good job picking up some extra yards, and then we come right back to the post route once again to Luke Krieger. Krieger having another big night of over 100 yards. He's just really coming into his own, having his best year so far. Hopefully he just continues to practice hard and get better and better and better each week. Jordan Reagan, just Kobe Lakin, senior, a bunch of guys getting in on that tackle right there. Good to see some new faces out there. Bear Daniel on the big sack right there on third down, forces the punt. Protection breaks down right here. Mason does a really good job of scrambling, showing off his legs and getting out of bounds. not taking the hit. That's a big emphasis on us with Mason, protecting him, not picking up any unnecessary hits. And then coming back right here, Luke Krieger on another excellent play, throwing to the wide side of the field, got him singled up in some coverage. With a little bit of pressure, Mason does a nice job stepping up in the pocket, finding Brennan Presley. Good to have Brennan back this week. He had a really big game of 160 yards receiving, made big plays all over the field. You'll see right here Preston Solomon and all the guys on the kickoff coverage. Zach Blankenship recovers that fumble. But our kickoff coverage unit, we got a lot of fast guys, a lot of hungry guys that are playing really well. Come back out here, the defense. Trevin Holt makes a good play, almost picks off another one on the seam route. Owen DeWoody in the backfield, tormenting the quarterback once again. And we give up a big play right here. Super proud of our defense, the way we hold. They miss a field goal, and then we come back right here to the shovel pass to Brennan Presley. And Brennan does a really nice job right here. Still, I don't think he's fully opening it up. Showing off his speed. He told me he's running just fast enough so he doesn't get caught because, like I said, he's still nursing a little hamstring. And that'll take us into halftime with a 47-0 lead.
All right, Spartans rolling on the road. We'll have your second half highlights when we come back.
For most buyers nowadays, energy efficiency is one of the top things on their list. At Roush Coleman, it's a top priority for us, and our customers are able to live in one of the most energy efficient new homes built. As a result of that, you're going to see that those utility bills are less than anything else you're going to see with a used home or an apartment that you live in.
I've been a proud patient of Dr. Ryan Nallens for the past 5 years with my kids. He really only treats when it's time and he's ready. We came back later and he put braces on my son, who just got them off last week. His teeth look amazing.
Now in orthodontics, we're different. I think the first thing you notice when you walk in the door is going to be an energy and enthusiasm and of a team that really loves what we do, and we like to have fun every day.
My name is Abigail Bailey. I was at my yearly checkup when I was 12, and we went and got x-rays, and she diagnosed me with scoliosis and that we needed surgery as soon as possible.
Tulsa Bone and Joint was very compassionate. They took their time with us. They answered questions. He was very encouraging.
Dr. Clark helped me see that there is life after spinal fusion. Just because your spine is fused doesn't mean that you can't do what you love to do.
Henry Primo for Primo Mitsubishi. We're proud to be a sponsor of Bixby football. I hope you'll show your support of Coach Montgomery and the team. They're champions just like we are at Primo Mitsubishi. So come see me, Primo Mitsubishi, 15309 South Memorial, Bixby.
Well, it's been a busy day of college football. Let's get caught up on the action. First up, Alabama. This play right here shows what eating chicken will do for you. Lots of broken tackles here. It's the chicken.
No idea what you're talking about.
Joey Galloway is here with chicken predictions.
My what?
Touchdown chicken.
Okay, are we filming right now?
Chicken, 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 chicken.
What is going on?
I don't know. Oh, that was weird.
New management.
Start your game day with the new Hash Brown Scramble Bowl from Chick-fil-A.
So the Spartans up 47-0 near the half at Custer Stadium there in Bartlesville. Let's take a look at your second half of highlights.
Came out here in the second half and we were able to pull all the starters and get some of our younger guys some good reps. And you'll see Kobe Lakin in from his nose guard position on that last play, doing a good job getting some pressure right there. Got a couple guys, I believe that was Caleb Parker from his safety position, Tyron Robin from his linebacker position, doing a nice job. You'll see McKeelan Ware in getting great push there on defense from his defensive end position. Good to see McKeelan doing some good stuff. Gets a really nice push right there, and I think Kobe Lakin ends up bringing them down, getting a big tackle. You'll see us here on the stretch. That's Connor Stacy, sophomore running back, going to be a good player for us on the stretch over the edge. Just a physical, hard-working player. And then right here, Corbin Steele pulls down the zone read, ends up taking it the distance, which really fortunate right here because Bartlesville had scored a couple quick strikes on us, and we were getting ready to put our starters back in, and Corbin does a nice job of showing off his speed, making an excellent play. He's just such a utility weapon for us there. You'll notice Connor Reagan, you'll notice Tyron Robb from their linebacker positions doing a really good job up inside right here. force the punt right here. Isaac Sherman doing a good job of getting the initial pressure, and then we come back, and I believe that's Zach Blankenship that cleans him up. Zach right here on the stretch over the left-hand side. Come back right here, and we run the counter play to Zach one more time, and I believe that gets us into the end zone. Always good to see Zach getting in scoring, just such good balance, such a tough competitor right there, and then the defense balls it up again. Connor Stacy in on the tackle, and you'll see Tyron Robb putting some pressure on him right there. And then got our outside linebackers, Preston Solomon, Zach Blankenship in on the mix there, and it's good to see some of those guys getting some good work in this second half. You know, Bartlesville is very good. You know, that's their varsity. Those are their starting groups, and so it's important that our guys went in and played at a high level and executed the game plan. And that takes us to the final score of 61-14, Mark.
All right, let's take a look at our final stats, which are sponsored by Primo Mitsubishi.
Yeah, excellent night of offense, 538 yards of total offense to their 379. We knew that they were a talented bunch coming in, and so that's obviously a number we would like to get down, the 379. We had 273 through the air, 265 on the ground. Couple key penalties, had 6 penalties for 55 yards. Bartlesville had 11. We had 1 turnover to Bartlesville's 3. We had a couple big interceptions on the night. Mason Williams, another good night, passing 13 of 18 for 259 yards and 5 touchdowns. Corbin Steele came in, was 1 of 5 for 12 yards. On the ground, Braylon Presley had nearly a 100-yard night, 10 carries for 98 yards, 9.8 yards a carry. Corbin Steele had 4 big carries for 69 yards. Zach Blankenship had 9 carries for 41 yards. Through the air, Brendan Presley, another big night, 6 receptions for 143 and 3 touchdowns. Luke Krieger had 5 receptions for 101 yards. Grant Dishman, 1 for 12 yards. Tackles, Caden Wright, sophomore safety, leading all tacklers with 8 tackles. Owen DeWoody from his defensive end position with 7. Tyron Robb, 7 tackles in the second half. Brody Sarton with 6. So just a excellent night statistically, and glad to get out of Bartlesville on fall break with another victory.
Yeah, very workmanlike approach there on the road. And so now your team comes back home and you're taking on Sand Springs, which traditionally, as you know, always tough and coached well. They're just struggling a little bit this year.
Yeah, a little bit of a down year, but we know one thing with Sand Springs. Coach Kennard, their head coach, is a very tough guy. They're blue collar. They got a lot of kids with a lot of fight in them, and they played a close game against Ponca City last week and came up just a little bit short, but have shown some signs. Their little quarterback's really good. He can throw it around the yard. So we're going to have a great week of practice and be ready to play.
All right, so the Spartans taking on Sand Springs this Friday night, and we'll have more. When we come back, we're going to have our Player of the Week.
For most buyers nowadays, energy efficiency is one of the top things on their list. At Roush Coleman, it's a top priority for us, and our customers are able to live in one of the most energy efficient new homes built. As a result of that, you're going to see that those utility bills are less than anything else you're going to see with a used home or an apartment that you live in.
Box combo, please.
At Raising Cane's, we're all about quality. We mix cane sauce in our restaurants every day. And our chicken is hand battered and cooked to order. Our Texas toast is grilled with just the right amount of butter and garlic. And our lemonade is always freshly squeezed.
Love the window.
And why do we do all this? Because it makes a difference. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
For more than 50 years, Central States Orthopedics and Eastern Oklahoma Orthopedic Center have been the area's leading orthopedic and sports medicine providers. And now, we've joined forces as Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. One name, one focus. Excellent orthopedic and sports medicine care. Together, we serve as the team physicians for almost every high school and university in the region. We are the area's leading expert for work-related injuries, and our surgical hospital is the only 5-star rated hospital in Tulsa. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma. Come see why we're better together.
Henry Primo for Primo Mitsubishi. We're proud to be a sponsor of Bixby football. I hope you'll show your support of Coach Montgomery and the team. They're champions just like we are at Primo Mitsubishi. So come see me, Primo Mitsubishi, 15309 South Memorial, Bixby.
I've been a proud patient of Dr. Ryan Nallens for the past 5 years with my kids. He really only treats when it's time and he's ready. We came back later and he put braces on my son, who just got them off last week. His teeth look amazing.
Now in orthodontics, we're different. I think the first thing you notice when you walk in the door is going to be an energy and enthusiasm and of a team that really loves what we do, and we like to have fun every day.
Welcome back to the show. It's time for our Now in Orthodontics Player of the Week. Bear Daniel, senior linebacker and receiver. And Bear, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, let's talk about your season so far. How would you rate how things have gone for you?
Things have been going very well for our team as a whole. Undefeated, obviously, and having a great year.
All right, let's talk about, we're going to talk a little bit about offense and defense. Offensively, getting out, having a chance to catch a pass here and there. How have you enjoyed it?
I haven't played much offense in my life, but this year is the first year I really played, and it's been fun being able to block people, receiver, being a goon, and catching some balls a few times. You know?
Now, defensively, you guys are playing at a really high level. Just talk about overall your defense, how it's kind of come together.
Our D-line is a little undersized, but they're very good up front. We got one of the best linebacker groups in the state, I believe, and then our DBs with Jordan and Brennan at corners are just very good.
What's the most fun you've had since you've been playing football at Bixby? Has it been the last several years, or has it just been the whole overall experience?
All 3 years have been very fun, but this year by far has been my favorite. Being able to start every game and just being not losing games, you know, being good.
Yeah, and you got a lot more football to play. You really take one game at a time?
Mm-hmm. We try not to look past any opponents, because on any given night, anyone can lose.
Let's talk about how hard you've worked on the off season to get to the point. Now we're far along during this year, but how much work did you have to put in over the off season?
Oh, tons. I gained a lot of weight from last year, probably about 25 pounds, become more physical and outside linebacker, and gotten faster and bigger in the weight room.
What would you say is the thing that you improved the most on? I mean, obviously you've gotten bigger and stronger, but just overall playing, what is it that you think you've worked and gained the most?
Definitely become more physical at outside linebacker, and I would say being a faster wide receiver, run better routes, stuff like that.
All right, well, good luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on the show. Bear Daniel, senior. That's going to do it for our Player of the Week, sponsored by Now in Orthodontics. We're going to have our Youth Team of the Week when we come back.
For most buyers nowadays, energy efficiency is one of the top things on their list. At Roush Coleman, it's a top priority for us, and our customers are able to live in one of the most energy efficient new homes built. As a result of that, you're going to see that those utility bills are less than anything else you're going to see with a used home or an apartment that you live in.
Henry Primo for Primo Mitsubishi. We're proud to be a sponsor of Bixby football. I hope you'll show your support of Coach Montgomery and the team. They're champions just like we are at Primo Mitsubishi. So come see me, Primo Mitsubishi, 15309 South Memorial, Bixby.
I've been a proud patient of Dr. Ryan Nallens for the past 5 years with my kids. He really only treats when it's time and he's ready. We came back later and he put braces on my son, who just got them off last week. His teeth look amazing.
Now in orthodontics, we're different. I think the first thing you notice when you walk in the door is going to be an energy and enthusiasm and of a team that really loves what we do, and we like to have fun every day.
Well, it's been a busy day of college football. Let's get caught up on the action. First up, Alabama. This play right here shows what eating chicken will do for you. Lots of broken tackles here. It's the chicken.
No idea what you're talking about.
Joey Galloway is here with chicken predictions.
My what?
Touchdown chicken.
Okay, are we filming right now?
Chicken, 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 chicken.
What is going on?
I don't know. Oh, that was weird.
New management.
Start your game day with the new Hash Brown Scramble Bowl from Chick-fil-A.
We're back on the show. It's time for our Midwest Sporting Goods Youth Team of the Week. We had the 6th grade this time, the 6th grade Blue. Fabian Harris is the head coach. Fabian, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, let's talk about your team, a little bit about your offense and defense, but overall right now you guys only have one loss.
Correct. You know, everything started with the linemen up front. We have Jack Neerman, Hector Garcia, Sam DeWoody, Fabian Harris, Tucker Shannon, and Noah Ingalls. Nothing happens without those guys blocking up front. And of course we have Braden Presley, Brody Reagan, and Bryson Davis. I like to call those guys the 3 Bs or the triple Bs. Then we have Chandler at quarterback and Carson at quarterback and running back as well.
How long have you coached this group?
This is my 6th year coaching. We got a pretty good core group of kids. We've been together for quite some time, and even the coaching staff, we've been together for quite some time. So it's been smooth sailing so far.
What do you think the most important thing, in factor, is it being a youth coach in any organization, but all the way up through? What's the most important thing when you're a youth coach? Is it teaching?
I would say teaching the kids, but teaching the why. Why do we do things? And you know, a lot of coaches teach how, but I think why is the most important thing, and trying to bring the kids together and have them understand the purpose of why they're doing it and what they're doing, and reason behind what they're doing.
Well, I know you're coaching a lot of young men, but how much do you enjoy coaching your own?
I really enjoy coaching my son. He's come a long way over the years, and you know, it's a challenge, but we in it for the good long haul, so it's just part of it.
Where you're getting into the later grades, how much different is it than when they were early on? You know, you get to a point where they figured out a lot of the little things. Yeah, a lot of less yelling, repetitiveness. At this age, it seems that you can explain to them what you want from them, and they actually can go out and do it attitude-wise, because they understand what they're doing. And 9 times out of 10, they have a really good attitude about it, especially this group that I'm working with. Well, that's great. Best of luck rest of the year. Fabian Harris joins us, 6th grade blue. That's going to do it for this edition of Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show. And once again, our Team of the Week sponsored by Midwest Sporting Goods. Don't forget, Spartans at home against Sand Springs, 7 o'clock this Friday night. The Bixby Football Coaches Show is brought to you by Roush Coleman Homes, improving quality of life, one home at a time. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. Primo Mitsubishi, where the value always exceeds price. Midwest Sporting Goods, put some Midwest best on you. Nowlin Orthodontics, live life smiling. Tulsa Bone and Joint, moving life forward. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love for the game. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma, we are the orthopedic experts. Doc's Country Mart. Check us out at okcountrymart.com. BTC Broadband. Stay connected with us. Billings Construction Group. Our service is unequaled. Matthews Ford. Come get your Ford certified vehicle today. And by Baker Pools.